Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 in the beta stress test for Classic World of Warcraft. Let's take a look at the customization options for the male orcs. And you can see me clicking through the skin colours here. They're all different shades of green, so you can go from the very pale to the very dark, almost blackish green colour. So there's quite a few variations, but it is all based around the colour of green. And the faces are all quite fierce and warlike for the orc males. Ooh, he looks angry as well, and he looks all scowly. Ooh, yes, he looks very vicious. Oh, I think he's quite scary, very mean. He just looks cross. He looks a little, not quite so clever perhaps, a couple of those there. But they're all quite fierce models, aren't they, for the male orcs? Because it's a left and right click button, please forgive me if I go through more than once, because it's quite hard for me to see sometimes whether I'm at the beginning or the end of the different ones. So we start with the bald guy, and now we've got, oh, that's a nice head of hair, isn't it? A nice big thick ponytail there. Quite like that. What we got next? Oh, it's like a little top knot. Bunch your hair up, tie it back so that your opponents can't grab hold of it for leverage and throw you around. Well, that's kind of like a triple mohawk, isn't it? One in the middle and then two one either side. What's that? Oh, it's top knot again, but this time with a full head of hair at the back as well. And that's a full head of hair with a little braids down at the front, left and right. Look, so you can kind of match your beard. If you want the braided beard, you can have the braids down the side of your face as well. And that brings us to the... Oh, that's a single ponytail in the middle. I think the ladies have got a hairstyle very similar to that. I think my orc female hunter had that back in Classic. And then we're back to the bald again. So yeah, that's the ponytail. So yeah, we've gone round all the hairstyles. That's a lot easier to see than sometimes the colours and the faces in some of these screens. Let's use the mohawk to take a look at the colours. I think that's sort of a dark purplish colour, that one, the first one. And that's a black, isn't it? Yeah, that's a nice black. Oh, that's a grey. Oh, and a white, yes. So we've got quite a variation of colours, and that's another sort of greyish black. That might be the more solid black. Oh, a nice brown. That's quite a nice contrast against the green skin, isn't it? And that's a sort of reddish brown and the purple. And then that brings us back to the greys and blacks again. So that's all the colours that you can have for the hair. So let's take a look at the facial hair, the beards. Oh look, yeah, the pigtail in the centre of your chin, kind of Fu Manchu, isn't it? Oh look, then you've got the shaggy down the sides of the jawline hair, and then the longer one. I have to say that one looks a little bit straggly to me, because it feels like it ought to be thicker. And then you've got the clean shaven version. So you've got quite a lot of choice with the beards, especially on the orc males, haven't you? Oh look, that's quite a fuzzy big full beard, and then you've got the fuzzy full shorter beard, and that's even longer than the original one, isn't it? Oh, and then we're back to the original pigtail. So I think we've gone, oh, that's a double, and then the double at the side. So you can have the double in the centre of your chin, and then on the double on the sides as well. So let's take a look at the ladies. The skin colours I think are going to be identical for both the male and the female. So yeah, that one's almost blue, isn't it, that one? But they are all various shades of green, going from the full green to the paler. There's the paler again, and then there's the paler one yet again, isn't there? That one, as I say, is almost greyish, but they are all green, shades of green, aren't they? So let's take a look at the faces for the ladies. The ladies are a lot prettier, aren't they, and more feminine, though that one's actually quite fierce. But some of them are quite fierce for the ladies, but some of them are quite feminine and pretty, aren't they? So you can go for, if you want a pretty orc, you will have to go for a lady, because I think all the male versions are very fierce. But some of the lady ones, oh look, she looks quite mean. Yeah, so some of the lady ones are very, see, she's quite pretty, isn't she? And that one looks like a fresh-faced young girl, doesn't it? But that's quite mean as well. So some of them are very fierce, and some of them are quite pretty. So you've got quite a good choice of what you want to be here. There, that's the single ponytail. That's what my Orc Hunter used to have back in Classic. And oh, she's got the triple mohawk as well for the ladies. Oh, and there's a single mohawk. Oh, that's the single mohawk with pigtails. Oh, I remember that. Oh gosh, I haven't seen that hairdo in a long time. Look at that. to change the colour so it's it stands out more, doesn't it, than the pale one. Oh look, the double pigtail, oh I remember that. Oh, see, the guy had the single top knot on the top of his head, and the girls have like a double top knot, one at left and right. And there's the straight, long hair for the ladies. That actually can look quite mean and intimidating with one of the fierce faces. Oh, you can be bald. Yes, you can be bald as a lady too. There you go. So if you don't want your enemies to have any purchase on your hair, you can have it all shaved off, see? So it's all very personal preference, isn't it? And there's the big single ponytail. Looks kind of odd, doesn't it, to have that great big full ponytail coming out of an almost completely bald head. Let's take a look at the colours. I would imagine those will be a lot similar to the male ones, won't they? I think that's the purple, isn't it, again there? And there's your black, and then the grey, and then the white, and then the other black, and then, yeah, the brown, yeah, and round to the reddish brown. There you go. So the colours are identical for the girls and the boys. Okay, so for the ladies you also get to choose your piercings. So you look at her ears, look, she's got one at the top and one at the bottom there. And if we go to the next one, that's got no earrings. That one's got one earring at the bottom of your ears. And that one has earrings at the top of your ears. Oh, nose ring. She's got a nose ring there, and nothing in her ears but a nose ring. And then she's got the earring and the nose ring on that one, isn't it? And then we go back round again to the two at the top of the ears. So I think we've been round now, haven't we? So there you go, and then the two at the top and one at the bottom. So yeah, you've got quite a lot of choice of earring designs, and to have a nose ring or to not have a nose ring. So that's quite a lot of options available, isn't it? And then you can be a warrior, a hunter, a rogue, a shaman, or a warlock as an orc. So you can be 5 different classes as an orc. So warrior, hunter, rogue, shaman and warlock. So those are your choices as an orc. So let's make a character and take a look at the introductory sequence that you get as you log into the game as an orc, because the old ones from Classic are different to the ones we've got in the current live game in Battle for Azeroth. So let's take a look at the old sequences, because it's been years since I've seen these. Ooh, I'm excited.
Long ago, the Orcish horde was corrupted by the Burning Legion and lured to the world of Azeroth. For generations, the Orcs made war upon the human kingdoms of Stormwind and Lordaeron. Though the horde was ultimately defeated, a visionary young war chief named Thrall rose to lead his people in their darkest hour. Under Thrall's rule, the Orcs freed themselves from the chains of demonic corruption and embraced their shamanistic heritage. After years of wandering, the Orcs founded their own kingdom in the harsh wastelands of Durotar. Based in the warrior city of Orgrimmar, they stand ready to destroy all who would challenge their supremacy. As a proud defender of Durotar, it is your duty to crush your enemies, both seen and unseen. For the nefarious agents of the Burning Legion still wander the land.
Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From Soft Kitty 99, goodbye and happy gaming!